when I was a kid, I had two nightmares. One was nuclear war, and the other was that my parents were getting divorced. And when I was 20, they split up, and I just felt like I needed to confront those things that were scary to me as a kid, you know, and try to make a film that treated relationships honestly, you know, and as I was trying to move forward in my life and have good relationships, I just felt like I needed to confront all those fears, you know. I consider it as a film that I was born to make, you know, and it took 12 years to make it, and so for all those 12 years, it was just kind of like I was like stubbornly committed to it, you know, just believing in it.
And during those 12 years, did you have any idea of who you wanted to cast with Ryan and Michelle first choice?
Well, 12 years ago, I think Ryan was on the Mickey Mouse Club and Michelle was doing auditions for Dawson's Creek. So they weren't really on my radar yet, but I met them. I met Michelle in 2003. You know, she had read an earlier draft of the script, say draft 40 of the script. We eventually shot draft 66. And it was just like an instant dialogue between us, you know, it just moved her. She came to a meeting, you know, bearing gifts for me, and it was just instant. It was like liquid between us. We could just talk about the movie, you know, and I met Ryan in 2005 and the same thing happened. You know, they're really my key collaborators on this film. I consider them to be co-writers, you know, they spent so many years, we spent so many years together talking about it and just delving into the themes and the characters, and I would always rewrite the film based on what we had talked about, you know, and so I think when we finally had the opportunity to make it, it was worth that wait because we'd all kind of ripened together.
And what was your first reaction to getting the instant?
I was shocked because the film isn't an exploitation film, you know, it's intimate and it's emotional and it actually respects the audience and it takes them to places that are personal, you know, and I think it's a little weird that and a little shocking that you know, intimacy and emotion and personal storytelling can be censored, and I don't think it's and I don't think it's right. And I tell you, if there's a positive to take from it, it's the support from the fan base, from people that have seen the film, the media, and the industry has really, you know, kind of backed us up. And I've yet to find anyone that really agrees with it, you know. So you know, we're still fighting it. Hopefully, we can get out with an R rating so more people can see the film. Because that's the biggest bummer of it all, is that, you know, there's theaters that won't show the film now, you know. And I think a lot of people could see this film. I think the film is kind of a universal film, you know. I think anyone can watch it and see something in there that they can relate to, that they can see themselves in it. You know, I wanted to have the movie be a dialogue with the audience as much as it was an entertainment piece. You know?
Tell me about Michelle has said that she doesn't want to change the content.
Yeah, no one does. I mean, none of us do. And there's been none of us have had any conversations about doing so. You know, from Harvey, through me, through my producers, through Michelle and Ryan, everyone. No one is considering changing.
I haven't asked one question. So tell me about the Oscar buzz, you know, the reaction to all the Oscar buzz for Ryan and for Michelle.
I think they deserve every bit of buzz or whatever, you know, good accolades, positive accolades, pats on the back, you know, fan mail, whatever comes to them, because they were really brave in this film, you know. I think it's, you know, they're my favorite kind of actors because they really not only show what's beautiful and magical about themselves, they also show what's very vulnerable and human about themselves up on the screen. And I think it's a really brave thing to do, to put yourself, you know, 40 feet up on the screen and show all of your strengths and weaknesses, and that's what they do with these characters. And you know, I have so much love and respect for them. You know, when you write a script, you can write anything. You know, you can write a shark eating people or whatever. And in this movie, I wrote a lot of challenges. You know, a lot of like challenges to actors, and Ryan and Michelle always confronted those challenges and never caved in. They always went for it, you know.
Okay, guys, one here. So you coaxed them into some pretty intimate performances. You guys spent a lot of time together in the house, right? Tell me how you encouraged them to be so comfortable with one another.
They had never really, you know, I never actually even saw Ryan and Michelle together before we started shooting. I just had individual time with each of them.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't really know each other. They had met each other a few times. So when we first started shooting the love story of the film, the first scene of them together, I saw this kind of connection happening. You know, it was like a invisible but yet very tangible connection between the two of them. Kind of a magic, a chemistry, whatever you want to say. And really, what happened in that part of the film was Ryan, as Dean, got to meet Michelle as Cindy, and it's almost like a documentary of these two people getting to know each other. And then conversely, the second half of the film, it was hard. I had to make them fight, so I made them. Anyway,
Sorry, we'll talk more. Thank you.